Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. In today's video, this is kind of an interesting segment. Brittany Renner is a gal that was a cheerleader for a while, and she very pretty, and she got known for dating, I think it was basketball players for the most part. And she was dating a guy that was a little bit younger than her. And, of course, she ends up having a kid, and now she's got the payday because she had she had the baby of a man that makes a lot of money, and we know how that works here in the United States. But there's also videos of her going out and advising some of these women that are making themselves specifically available to rich sports guys. And her video went viral because she's basically saying they're stupid. Get them all worked up and horned up and ready to go, and then make sure that you tell them that you don't want them wearing anything to make sure they don't become a father. And of course, that went viral, and before you know it, she now has a kid and she's got the payday. Well, and the guy that she was dating, let me see if I can pull up his info. I got one right here. Who's Instagram model Brittany Renner's baby's daddy? Instagram model Brittany Renner welcomed her son May 2021. She's ready for a new stepdaddy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Who's the baby daddy? And she says it's officially stepdaddy season. These human beings are so horrible. 29-year-old Brittany Renner welcomed son May 2021 with 23-year-old NBA player P.J. Washington. Now, when this came out, I did a video on this, and she basically trapped him. She took a guy that's barely out of college, 6 years younger than her. Again, she looks very good. She's very curvaceous, very pretty. And this is the problem is that she specifically said, like, I'm going out there, I'm going to trap me a basketball player, and I'm going to get a payout for my kid. And then she turned right around, pretty much broke it off with him, and now she's like, okay, now I'm looking for love. Well, when I get to this video, you're going to see Shannon Sharpe, who is a guy my age. He's 55, a little bit older. You're going to see his reaction to her and her body count. However, it looks as Washington's moving on, according to Sports Rush. The NBA player is rumored to have entered a relationship with another Instagram model, Aisha Chain. The alleged relationship is yet to be confirmed. Anyway, so... And now she's looking for a stepdaddy. Following their split, she boasts 4.5 million followers, took to Instagram in search of a stepdaddy. She says, hey, y'all, hi, it's officially stepdaddy season. Yeah, what's up? I got the car seat in the back. Let's go to the park. Don't let your baby daddy or baby mama block your blessings. I know in theory it sounds good, keeping the same person to have kids with, but that's insanity as well. So, keeping the father of the child around is insanity. So if it doesn't work out with them, it'll work out with somebody else, okay? It just will. This is immediately after they, broke up. So she purposely says, trick the guy, get yourself a baby, get the income, get the money, get the status, and then keep moving on. Well, Shannon Sharpe interviews her here on TMZ Sports, has the clip. And this is coming from Shannon Sharpe's TV show or his podcast or whatever it is. I'm going to let this play here for a second.
And I do hope you find...
And Shannon's nice here. He says, I hope you find love. And like people around my age, at least back in the day before body counts got to be triple digits or double digits, most of the time we didn't talk about this too much. You knew she or he had a few girlfriends and yeah, they might have had their indiscretions. But usually it wasn't anything too crazy. Not like today where women are showing up 23 with, body counts in triple digits. So it's become more of a topic, but it's still something you didn't put out there. It might be a conversation you have with the person you're going to be with. Like if you're casually dating, you might not talk about that stuff or just hooking up or whatever. But if you decide to date somebody, that's a conversation I think you should have with somebody if you decide to be, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. Or if you decide to sleep with them and you want to know, if you need to go through a decontamination chamber after you've been with him. But Shannon Sharpe interviews her, and he's very kind, but watch his response to when she casually says her body count. And I think his reaction's what most men's would be.
And I think everybody deserves that if they're wanting of that. And it seems to me, as I sit here and talk to you, that you are someone that's very passionate about finding love. And I think the thing is that that person knows who you are. They know
Yeah.
some of the things that you've done. So that person that wants to be with Brittany Renner, they're gonna know what she's done and be okay with that.
Yeah.
Do you think it's hard for that? Is it hard for an athlete? Because athletes are very prideful, and and don't take this the wrong way, but they kind of like, that's mine. And to know that that package has been unwrapped by somebody else.
Yeah, let me pause it there for a second. He's got a very good point. And he says it's NBA players or sports ball players, whatever. But it's men in general. Men in general don't necessarily want somebody that's been unwrapped a whole lot, as he put it. Or unwrapped at all, if depending on who you are. But the whole point is here that he's trying to be delicate about it, and I appreciate that of him. But he's basically saying, look, there are articles of you out there talking about baby trapping a dude, with what is it, PJ? Is it PJ Washington? Did I get his name right? Yeah, PJ Washington. So it's out there that she gave women advice on how to trap dudes, and that she basically did that to PJ Washington, and that she's looking for now stepdaddy season.
On multiple occasions, it doesn't sit well with. I'm gonna keep it one. You say keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
His dating history and let me finish though.
No, I ain't saying nothing,
You
Britt.
was
I'm just
thinking it.
you
were thinking it.
I'll get some water because I'm sweating.
Because my dating pool is, my
Expensive.
God, impressive.
He said expensive. If you didn't catch that, she said because my dating pool is expensive. He knows she's a money chaser. He says expensive. She says impressive.
Expansive. I've had sex with 35 guys. Okay.
Whew. Oh Lord.
Impressive isn't
Woo.
the word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody else need a shot of this?
if I'm judged for having great taste,
We are in the bar, so help yourself. We got this for the next hour. Woo.
if I'm judged for having great taste, although someone like Derek Jeter, for example, who had his
All right, now let me jump forward ahead here a little bit. This is where they get into the last part. But again, this is what I'm talking about. Like, okay, let's say she has a high body count. At this point, not only is she laughing and bragging about it, but she's putting it out there publicly. And it's the same thing with Dylan and the Paul fight and all that stuff. Is when you find out a woman, if she's got a bad count, bad body count, and you say, you know what, I'm just going to deal with this. That's one thing. That's your business. But when it's out there for everybody to hear, now they're going to judge you. And right or wrong, you can say what you want about it, but body counts are not good. We know the damage it does to women. This is going to be embarrassing for her next dude, but she'll find somebody because, again, she's an Instagram model and she's very pretty and got a nice body, and she'll find some dummy to pick it up.
as a potential dating person, then great, one less heart to break. Leave me alone, and I'm going to continue to live my truth.
But you do understand, Brittany, that's hard for a man. Look, like you said, public versus private. Now, if you and I having a conversation, and you're sitting here, we have a conversation, and you say, well, Shannon, I slept with this many men. Okay, that's one thing. That's between you and I. But to have that conversation, and then everybody, Sam, John, and everybody else knows it, that's a whole different ball game, Britt.
I love he's so wound up he repeated himself 3 times.
That's fine with me. I feel that.
But see, that's selfish because all you're thinking about is you. What about him? He's got to be with you.
He has got to be with me?
No,
or
what
he
I'm
has
saying.
He has the privilege to be with me.
Okay.
Because you know how many women you've slept with?
Britt.
Okay, so, and then they go in talking about him. Here's the point of this, though. Here's the point of this. And Shannon is right about this. He's saying, this is selfish of you. You don't care if it's out there. You don't care about bragging about your body count. What about the man you're dating? If a man decides to date you and he decides, you know what, I'm going to be okay with this number. I'm going to put up with it. It's not great, but I'm going to do it anyway. Like, I'm here for you, baby, whatever. Now, a lot of us guys would be like, nope, hell no. But if a man decides to go ahead and do that, the problem with her putting it out there is that is selfish of her, because that puts a lot of attention to him and his choices and what he's deciding to do. Now, the feminists will tell you it doesn't matter. You man up and you do whatever. But if you know that you're dating a woman that was specifically talking about trapping men and being baby daddies and getting her payout, then instantly looking for it's stepdaddy season, and then everybody sees her with you, they're going to be looking at you like, yo, you're blue pill provider, bro. Like, she's giving it away to everybody, and she's just and she got, baby daddy money, and you're the bailout, brother. Like, you're the bailout. That's how men are going to see other men. True or not, maybe he won't be the bailout guy because she's Instagram, probably selling products and making good money as an Instagram model. But that's limited. That time goes away. She's 30, probably 31, 32, whatever she is now. She's on a limited time frame for that money. She's on a limited time frame for the, if she got a kid, what's that, 15 years? So she's got payout now to, let's see, 45, 48, whatever. And then it's game over for her. Then there's no more money. Do you think she's saving it and investing it wisely? No. So what's she looking for? She's looking for the next guy to milk. And a lot of people think that, and a lot of people feel that way. Probably most of you do, and myself included. And so when she puts it public, yeah, she's embarrassing the guy. And women just do not understand that. There are a lot of people that say when I say a lot, you go on Reddit forums or on Twitter and you're searching around, and anybody that cares, and these are men saying this, anybody that cares about a woman's count's a baby. They're insecure. They want, probably want an 18-year-old that's never been with somebody so they feel like a man, and they're not judged on how bad they are in the bedroom. Like, you hear that shaming stuff all the time. But here's the truth. Those guys probably haven't found out what it's like to be with a woman who's had such a number of partners that everything you do will be compared to her last or her best or whatever. And by her sharing this publicly, it means any man that is going to date her has to put up with the flack. That's what Shannon means when he says that it's, that it's selfish of her. I love this just for the fact of his reaction, of him drinking going crazy and drinking everything. Why? Because I think he did it outwardly. I mean, he was drinking a sip of water, and he ends up taking a couple of shots. And then drinks straight from the bottle. That's a lot of people's reaction to this. Maybe not the younger generation. Maybe they've been brainwashed by everybody to say, hey, this is okay. Like, this is not a big deal. Don't be concerned. But for men that are picky and selective and understand what this does to somebody, from women they care. And they should care a lot. The problem is that women don't understand. You can't shame a man into changing his mind. Like, no matter how much you tell me I'm wrong and I'm a loser because I care, I will always care. Most of you will always care. You can't change men's mind on this stuff. And so this is a losing strategy. But what they'll do is they'll teach the next generation from the time that they're 5 that all this stuff is fine. They'll grow up thinking, hey, it's fine. They'll defend it. And then when they're 35 or 36 and she leaves with the house and the keys and the kids and your wallet, guys are going to say, hey, you know what? This didn't work out. I wonder why. We'll know why. They won't. Guys, I'll leave it there. I'll have another video out for you shortly. We'll see you in the next one.